Imagine, if you will, there is someone somewhere out there right now watching this video and getting offended just by the sheer sight of me just standing here. So I would like to apologize, because if people can get offended just by saying Trump for president, all lives matter, this, and an empty box being set on fire just to progress a story, and it just goes to show you that people are hilariously dumb enough to get offended by anything. What's up guys, Jay here, and as you can see we got ourselves another deck profile, and this one is on my Startrix. Now for those of you who are unaware, Startrix is actually the mixed breed of the Star Seraphs as well as the Traptrix. You know, two engines rolled into one. Now along with a third one in there, of course, which I will get to later on. But the reason why I'm doing this deck profile today is because this is actually the first but also the last of my Startrix. I've actually been using this deck for quite a while. The reason why I didn't do a deck profile of it before is because it wasn't ready. And as of about 2-3 weeks ago at locals, when I entered this deck for like the second or third time, it just wasn't working out anymore. Like, I just kept breaking hands so much. Like, there was just so much relying on normal summon. It was like Photon Galaxy before Soldier. Now, if there's anybody here who knows about breaking hands, dead drawing cards, you know, it's obviously me. And I really don't want to go through with that anymore, or at least not again. I mean, it's 2015, times have changed. I already got Soldier on my Galaxy deck, and this one, I do not need that anymore. And it's hard enough as it is, okay? Like, it has its consistency issues, but it also has that mentality of relying on normal summoning, which I really can't stand, as you guys already know. So with that said, instead of just, you know, showing that this deck is, you know, bad, which it obviously isn't, it's far from it. It's actually really fun, but for me personally, it's just not working out for me anymore. So this is not only the first, but again, it's also the last Startrix deck profile. So if any of you guys are interested in picking up the deck, I actually do recommend you guys building it if you're into trying to make the deck, this really fun deck, into a more competitive, bring it to a more competitive scene. Like, it's actually possible. It really does work. The reason why it's just not working out for me is because I got so many other decks that I want to showcase and build that this one is just getting in the way. And this, like I said, it's not working out for me, at least not for me, like I said. So if any of you guys want to pick it up, like I strongly suggest you guys do. If you have any suggestions on how to make the deck a little bit better, feel free to let me know in the comment section below. And just feel free to discuss amongst yourselves, if possible, if you want that. So with that said, let's get started. Okay, starting things off with the monster lineup, we got ourselves 3 Star Seraph Scepters. The Star Seraph engine cannot be complete without the sticks and chairs. Let's also not forget the Traptrix engine, which is 3 Mermelios and 2 Dios. Okay, the engines, as it's been shown, is just 2 engines rolled into one. Okay, so we got the Star Seraph that one of them searches and the other one special summons itself when the other one, i.e. this one, is normal summoned. And it searches out and special summons, should case be if you decide to, if you by any chance draw into another one of them, you special summon it automatically. And Mermelio searches out a trap hole, and if it's special summoned, it's basically an MST. Whereas Dio is the reviver. So that's 2 engines rolled into one that collide together, and you know, they basically work. They work with themselves, and they help each other out. And also, when it comes to a normal summon, it's basically normal summon, special summon, or special normal, and then you go into a rank 4, which is just that simple. And speaking of rank 4s, that actually do help out the deck more, which is running 3 Assault Halberd. This was actually my personal tech. I really like this. It's a piercer, it's got a decent attack, it can search itself out. It can search out any heroic, but obviously I'm going to search out for itself. Another copy of itself, it's the only heroics I run. So with that said, it's actually really good, especially when you got a clear field and your opponent only has 1. You can just special summon it like that. And if you got a dead drawn Star Seraph, then you know, just go for it. Like, you know, special summon the Halberd, normal summon Mermelio, should case be, or Scepter. Like, do not summon a Sobriety Chair, like, obviously, because you know, you can only go into 3 material exceeds for that one. And last but not least, the monster negation, which is 2 Veilers, because Veiler is Bay. Alright, moving on to the spells. Because this deck is pretty strategic and rank 4 heavy, because it's also a toolbox as well. It doesn't really it doesn't OTK like I'm more used to, obviously, but even so, it really does help out, and it doesn't hinder, it doesn't hurt it at all. when you're running 3 upstarts, like, yeah, you can go ahead and give them that extra 1,000. You know, it helps out with sticks and chairs, because when you draw into a stick and you don't have chairs, like, you know, that really hurts. But drawing into it, it's a lot better. Even if you don't draw into chair, like, you know, that's fine. You still get to thin out the deck. 2 instant fusions, because obvious. Foolish, just to get that Myrmelio in the grave, and also to revive it. Regeki, Dark Hole. I actually run 3 MST, believe it or not, because I really want to get back to my roots of running triple MST. And Book of Moon. Alright, moving on to the traps. So basically, we got a lot of 1-ofs over here. So I'll get to those really quickly. I'm going to get to them as fast as possible. So we got Bottomless, Ring, Compulse, which is kind of useless this format, but, you know, I could change it for whatever I want. Maybe Black Horn of Heaven, which I don't have anymore. Huh. Warning, Torrential, and Vanities. As for the rest of them, believe it or not, is pretty diverse. Well, aside from the obvious, which I'm going to get to right now, which is 2 Call of Haunts, because, you know, they can all be special summoned, and they really do have really great effects when they're special summoned. Okay, obviously we know with Myrmelio, like I said it before, it's a built-in MST, and when special summoned, then you got Dio, who can bring back one of the Trap Hole cards, and Scepter, which can search out the chair. And speaking of Trap Holes, I'm also running 2 other Trap Holes, which is Nightmare and Void, which is really good. I'm actually really surprised that they came in handy. I faced heroes during the 2nd round. Actually really helped out. What I did not like, though, was the ending, which came really close, but it was a really fun duel. I came really close. He got me 2-1, but like I said, it was a fun duel. I almost got him. And last but not least, which is Ceasefire. This was a suggestion by one of my friends at the shop I go to, because I found out that somebody that he knew won against Shadal with battling boxes by using Ceasefire. And I really like Ceasefire because of the extra burn damage. Also because I didn't have any more text to put in there as well. There was going to be Breakthrough, but, you know, I already got Valor. What more do I need? Alright, extra deck time. Since we're running the Seraphs, we obviously cannot run the Seraph engine without running the two 444 big boys here, which is Deltaros and Evil Swarm or Ouroboros. Other rank 4s include just the regular rank 4s, which is Cairn, Cowboy, Telemos, and you can't have Telemos without Diamond, Dark Rebellion, Castel, Black Ship, Exoton, Galaga Samurai, 101, Heartland Draco, my partner in crime, and last but not least, the 2 Nodens. Alright guys, and that just about does it right there. That is my Startrix deck profile. I'm actually very glad I did it now. Now that, also the other reason I forgot to mention is because of Norden. I really wanted to get it out of the way for Norden. Also because the software on my laptop isn't working anymore, and last time I tried doing it, almost got infected with the virus. So yeah guys, that just about does it for my Startrix deck profile. Again, if you have any suggestions on making the deck a little bit better, like any texts or any other cards that you want to suggest that could easily help out that deck, is most appreciated. And let me know in the comment section below. And if anybody else has a desire to make the deck, again, I advise you guys to do it. It's really fun. It can get pretty cloggy at times, but like I said, I really don't have time for any more dead hands. Okay, I've had enough of that for years. So again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later on. See ya.